I'm Cullen Chartier. I'm a cutting horse trainer and I've won over 2.5 million. And these are my boots. We started using Iconoclast boots, and ever since then, my horses have really been the best they've ever been. I've used to fight a lot of suspensory problems. The suspensory issues I've had, when it's high, those are the hardest ones to heal, and they'll take the longest. And the extra tall really help keep that tall side of the suspensory together. And like I said, in the open horses, man, when I say they got to go full speed across that pen and get stopped on a dime and torque back around and go catch it all in time with this cow, like, you got to just imagine, the tension it's putting on the suspensory, and to have that tall boot where it keeps that suspensory tight and together, that gives you a peace of mind knowing that you can go send that horse and your horse is fine. The support on the suspensory, and then you get that support under the ankle, and it just keeps everything together and so tight for them horses. And the quality of boot is so high. It doesn't matter, open, non-pro, amateur horses, the things we'd make these horses do is not natural for them. The running and stopping and turning and how quick they have to be and how accurate they have to be. And it's all in the boot, it's all in the support they give the horse. And we use these every single day, not just at shows. We use them at home. Open level is so strong now. There's so many good horses and riders that, just one little thing that you can do to give yourself an advantage is huge. And using Iconoclast boots to keep these horses sound. If your horse isn't fully sound, well, you're not gonna have much luck doing that. And Iconoclast has really helped my horses stay sound, because not only do mine show in the open, they show in the non-pro, and they also show in the amateur. So you got to think about the amount of runs them horses have at shows. It's not just one open horse having 3 runs in the finals and it's off. Then they got to go in the non-pro, and sometimes maybe even the amateur, and that ends up being 6, 7, 8 runs at a show. Without that kind of support from Iconoclast boots, I wouldn't have much of a show string. I've had so much success. I can't thank them enough. It's the best boot out there by far. We use the Iconoclast pads also. They fit these horses really good, and they actually make, saddles that may not fit certain horses. They actually help them saddles fit these horses better and stay in the same position as when you put them on. Some pads you use, they'll roll around. Well, that rolling around will hurt a horse. I have a turnback horse named Chex, and he's real funny about his withers, and he used to get rubbed real bad on his withers. Well, I switched and put a Iconoclast pad on him for turning back, and I haven't had a problem since. I'm Cullen Chartier. I'm a cutting horse trainer. I've won over 2.5 million. If you want to be in the winner's circle, these need to be your boots.